Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. My name is Pamela, and this is Teacher Pamela Plans, where we do everything from teaching ideas to crafting to planning and dreaming and so much more. Today, I am going to show you my cutie keeper for January. So I am a little bit behind, but that is okay. I'm ready and gonna catch up here coming up. Today I'm going to show you my January section as well as my scrap and stay home that happened in January. And the cuties took a fun retreat trip to Arizona. I stayed at home and did some crafting with those materials. So I'll show you those today. I'm going to show you those first. So this is my scrap and stay home section. And I showed you my cute little sprinkles last time. There he is, so cute. And here is my trip to Arizona. So I created a little postcard here with Arizona. I used some of the ephemera that the lovely Kelly B created for us, and I also used some of these dots. These were like a glossy white color, and they got a little squished, but that's okay. They're still fun and cute. And so here's the other side of my postcard that I created. And I just kind of did a little pretend postcard, which I thought was really cute. Cuties, looks like the ladies had a fabulous time in Prescott, Arizona. I loved watching the M&M game and seeing the view. Love, Pamela. I used stickers for the kit that Kelly B gave us, and so I used my Cricut to cut those out, and then I wrote a little "to the Fussy Cuttin Cuties at Crafty Me" as the address. Pretty cute. Okay, so then I just did a couple little things here. Now I made a little oof, so I wanted to tell you guys about it because I covered it up. So I spilled on this somehow. I don't even remember doing it. I don't even know what happened. Spill over here on this paper, or sorry, it was right here on this orange paper. So I was like, oh my goodness, what do I do to cover that up? So I just put like an adventure sticker over it. I added another panel behind it to cover it up, cut this side, trimmed it down a little bit, and there you go. So because it was the side of the paper, I was able to just keep on going. And so I think it's really important to remember that we don't need to start everything all over again. You can fix these mistakes, no big deal. So yes, the cuties went to Prescott, Arizona to do some crafty time. So cute. So they gave us some really cute, fun games to do. This was called a roundabout. I've never heard of that before. I'm guessing it's like a paint by number or color by numbers, and I don't know. So I just haven't done anything with that yet, but I did do a mash. If you remember back in the day, I loved these when I was a kid, doing a little mash game to predict what your future was gonna hold. It's hilarious. So you have your home, your future spouse, your number of kids, career, and this is how you count. So how you count around the board. And so that's your spiral. City, pets, vehicle, and spouse, career. So those are the ones. We had lots of different ones when I was growing up, different categories. So it looks like I am going to live in a house. I'm going to marry Steven Tyler. I'm going to have 3 kids. I'm going to be an accountant, which is hilarious to me because my husband is actually an accountant and I would never be the accountant. We're going to live in Florence, Italy. I'm okay with that. We're going to have a ferret as a pet. I'm going to drive a soccer mom van. Okay. I mean, I kind of already do. I mean, I have an SUV, but whatever. And sorry, my spouse's career is going to be a singer, which is hilarious because he actually is. So that's the only thing that I feel like was accurate in any of this. Oh, in the house. I live in a house. But yeah, that's the only thing that's accurate for me personally. But it was so much fun. I love doing those things. And then next I played the M&M game with my kids, which was a lot of fun. So basically, like, you pick up one of the colors, and whichever color you pick up is what you're going to talk about. So something fun about you, and then something you do well, something you watch, listen to, something you can't live without, and something you dislike, something about yesterday. So this was fun to do because I did it with my little kiddos. It was cute. Moving on to January. So on January, our color this month was Nice Ice Baby. And right here is where I put the calendar. So I'll tell you now, if you're not a part of the Fussy Cuties and you're like, what are you talking about with all of this? Anyone can join that's interested in any sort of crafting. And what it is it's just a group of fun people that get together and we just do lots of crafting and having a good time. And so they have different events on their actual app. So they have an actual app. It's not through Facebook. They actually have an app now that they have created. So you get on that app and you can comment, you can share all the things that you are doing within the crafting world. You can share what you've created like this. And then they also have these lives where you can go and you can watch them as you wish. They are recorded, so if you don't get a chance to watch them, you can go back and check it out later. And they just give you lots of fun ideas. I love this because we've added some things. So we have the Craft Your Stash, which is just crafting with the things that you have around you. We have Melanie Makes It. So each month, Melanie is going to make something fun and creative. And then we have So Easy, and that's with Lisa Stander. So she's doing so specific crafts. Color Me Cutie. So that's when we focus on our actual color that month. And then Low Level Lounge is just where we create things, but we're not really concerned about how detailed, how difficult, how challenging it is. It's just chill, relaxed, fun, having fun crafting, not worried about, oh man, I have to be so perfect and I have to create something so elaborate. So that's what we have for our schedule for January. Lots of fun. Then on this page, I have my one tiny thing. I did some stamping. This color was kind of a challenge for me to find some things, I'm not gonna lie. Some green little sprinkles I have on here, some stickers, some dots, if you will, sequins. So that's what I could find. And then we have my journal page here. So I'm gonna open this up so you can really see this. This is really cute. So each month you have a little journal page. So I made a cute little pocket here for my journal page. And there's where I talked about this month. And stick it in there. So I like to add, you know, just little details like that that can make it fun and exciting to, ooh, look, you get to open something. All right, and then I have my currently page, what I'm watching. I finished watching the Vampire Diaries series. Then reading, I read The Sound of Gravel. If you're interested in that book by Ruth Warner, it's very hard read, but it also is very insightful into her life as a fundamentalist Mormon. Now, that doesn't mean everyone goes through these things, so I'm just putting that out there, but this is her life and her struggles with that life. And then listening to Songs to Sing in the Shower playlist, a fun playlist Crafting Junkie Me set up. Feeling excited to share my ideas because I'm starting a YouTube channel, which is my planning. Loving family time. We did an escape room box. It was so much fun together, and it was of a dragon theme. And then wanting Fee to have a great time in gymnastics. So he started gymnastics, and I was hoping he would get into it, and it seems like it's going that way. Thinking ways to fix my shoulder pain, struggling with that, trying to get back to a regular routine, considering planning more activities to get out, starting to set up space for my recording, and finishing up Christmas celebration. So we did a Christmas celebration in January with my family, and then I had to take down some of the decor. celebrating my Christmas at my mom's house. And then I had the Grateful for fabulous holiday season. It was wonderful. So I just added some little gnomes on this. I wanted it to be a little bit more kind of holiday-y, snow-like. And that brings me to my 2x2s, which on my 2x2s I also did that. So this one I kind of added together to make it like the center of attention, because cuties are my fave. And so the adventure begins. And I added a couple little sequins on here, and I don't know if you can see it in the light. Maybe you can. But I also added a little bit of some of my Wink of Stella on there. So to add some glitter. Glitter fun. All right, then, so I told you about our calendar. And we had Crafter Stash. We had Crafter Stash with Kelly Durkee. And we had Crafter Stash with Kelly Durkee, and she did an amazing job. And she taught us how to make these cute, adorable houses out of envelopes. I cheated a little bit. I used some die cuts for my door and my window and my fence and my tree. I am not a good freehander when it comes to like any sort of shape, and I'm not very good at drawing. So I have a little die cut house thing that you can make from Lawn Fawn, and then you can have these add-on pieces of die cuts. So I ordered those a long time ago to make little houses for Halloween, and they're for Easter and Christmas. And so that's what I used here for my door and for my window. And then I used vellum in the back for those. And then I used this really fun sparkling paper I had just received in a mystery box from Brutus Monroe. And I really love this sparkle paper because I wanted to add it to look like snow a little bit, because that's part of the season for where I live especially. And then I added a little sequin door, and that's about it. So that is on envelope. You can see on the back that was an envelope that we created. Pretty cool stuff. Next, I created a hexie page and just added some different florals. I had joined in Harmony Retreat from the Reset Girl, and so I got those from that. So those are pretty old school. And then I just added some hexies of our color Nice Ice Baby. And then this was a challenge, the January challenge of how to set up. And I really like how this page turned out. So we were supposed to add a floral strip. So what I actually did was I wanted to cut it out a little bit to make it look a little bit different and add some dimension. And then I added some little sequins here on top, layered. I added a little button. This is a Tim Holtz button with some ribbon and some washi tape. And so the washi is supposed to go all the way across, but I really wanted to show this, so I didn't want to do that. And then I have the cluster of circles over here. So yeah, that's what I used for that. And I like how it turned out. And I like to show like this is what it was supposed to look like. I might need to add another little protector on that hole. Over here is my pocket. So we have a Paula pocket for each month, which is really, really cute. And I love it so much. So I did some hand stitching. I just did some regular stitches on here, nothing fancy at all. And so for these stitches going across and this going here and the first layer of stitches here, I just sewed it on itself. And then I actually did stitch it onto this background with this right here. Added some sequins. And then I put some little things in my pocket. So I have some scissors. And then I have my quote, which I loved this quote. It was actually a misprint or a typo from Michelle D. And she said, "Gluing makes it more kinky." Which she really meant to say junky, but that's all good. And then I have my top 10. Now for my top 10 for January, I did my top 10 things to relax to. So I like seeing the snow outside. I don't like being in the snow, but I like seeing the snow outside. Being with my journal, some pillows, just having a cup of coffee, doing a spa day, reading. Those are things I enjoy doing. And so I kind of made a little mood board for my January top 10. And that's it. So that is my Junkie Me in 23 for January, as well as my scrap and stay home during January. So I'm going to quickly be putting in February because it is currently March and I'm just now doing this. But I'll be putting that in and then I'll show you that next time. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my Junkie Me and I hope you join me again. And soon I hope to actually do a craft in a recording video. I'm just not ready to do that quite yet. I need to get a little bit of my feet in the water as well as I need to do some catch up. So once I get going there, hopefully I can start doing some of those. All right. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me and I will see you next time. Remember, keep dreaming. Bye-bye.